Who's that handsome devil? I don't know. He's got a mask on. This is Salamancer, and you are watching SalTV. The SS Douche Canoe is actually who we're watching right now. And the SS Douche Canoe, believe it or not, is on Team Spaceballs. It is, this is an old UGC, actually during the season. So the playoffs are already started, but this is during the season. This is a UGC game, and, can't even read that. But we're going to watch the mid-fight here between Team Spaceballs and the old John Pingry. And they spell V with a Y, but it's not actually a Y, believe it or not. And they might not know this either, but get ready to get a knowledge bomb dropped on you right now. It is actually a thorn. Oh no, missed the shot. Still, somehow, I missed the stab. Still managed to take him out. Ouch! There you go. The Ahura. Out with the Ambassador. Not able to get any headshots right now, and I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. There you go. Was that dead ringer? But it does look like the old John Pingry captures the point. I have no idea where the name John Pingry came from, but I did look these guys up, and it turns out some of them might be free-to-play players, but a lot of them seem to be students, whether it's high school or what have you. And wow, talk about your long pauses there. Could not have been fun for them to play through it. But no, so the old John Pingry, oh gosh, that's going to be tough to say. Oh, getting a bunch of nice kills here, actually. The medic may be a little bit too far forward there for Team Spaceballs. But yeah, the old John Pingry, a bunch of students. Team Space, oh, okay, Skeleton Key, what are you doing? Oh, man. Okay, so, right, Spaceballs, a group of, what is it, YouTube directors, broadcasters, musicians. So I'm liking that they are getting into the whole broadcasting side of things. I don't know if I've seen any of them do any sort of YouTube, actually, so I might have to ask them what their YouTube channels are. But I'm sure you can find out from their, probably from their UGC group page if you want to check that out. And, oh, pop the Uber! Pop it, don't drop it. Makes the team lose. Actually, okay, so wait, no, that makes the team win. My bad. But you get the idea. And so the old John Pingry going to be pushing in here. Looks like they have mostly conquered and will end up going for that back cap. Taking down blue team. So that's round one going to John Pingry and Associates. And they are, wow, let's see. Is it actually going to work? I want to see the soldier. Okay, he's going to take a jump. Oh, you missed! I really want to see if he actually speeds up the heavy, but it looks like he's actually going to go for the medic now, so I guess that'll work. And wait a minute. Did I see... Oh, Kritzkrieg out of the medic. Yes, I did, so that is going to be pretty awesome. Or Amelia Scarlet using the Tomislav, which is not going to be great against this heavy if the heavy actually turns and shoots at him or her, but it turns out he's not going to do that, so perfectly fine. Nonetheless, it looks like the medic is gone for John Pingry. And so this is the golden opportunity here for the 100% Ubercharged team, oh no, Spaceballs, to get these guys. But they didn't pop the Uber fast enough to save their own heavy, and so he died, or was it the soldier? Regardless, guy died. So Spaceballs trying to capture this point. Right now, the medic is bleeding, though. This sniper is hilarious. Has he gotten any headshots? It seems like the only thing he does is rush straight in with the, what is it, the Tribalman's Shiv. Crazy stuff right now, and Spaceballs once again losing this point here. Looks like Sadir. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna say Sadir though. Who's going for the medic and just couldn't hit the shots. So practice that aim a little bit. And I swear I've seen this guy's name before. The SS Douche. Where have I seen it? It's like I've played on a server with him or something. I don't know. But these guys looking pretty awesome so far. This is totally not UGC Platinum. I know. But we are just here to watch some hilarity between these two communities. And it looks like right now there is a capture attempt going on that second point with, interestingly, they've got a Kritzkrieg ready to go here. Where's the medic? There he is. Okay, following the heavy out here. So, surprised they didn't take the yard here earlier, but there will probably be a Kritzkrieg pop fairly soon, I would imagine. Let's find our... Oh, a nice shot there by Prosecutor Blue, but he wasn't able to get the medic. He ended up having to go for that sniper, I think, and so that is it's kind of a shame because they should be. Yep, there you go. Kritzkrieg was popped. It's actually popped on the demo. There's a backup attempt going on, though, and it might work if the blue team can stop this for long enough. I think they will, so that backup, it's like it has been stopped as well. Sadir was very, very close to that backup attempt, but did not finish it off. got taken out by a couple players who ran back. Still, that gave them enough time for Team Spaceballs to start pushing forward. And I do believe that... Ooh, is that a... Oh, no, okay. Double spy going on here. Oh, look out, Taobi, no, get away! Alright. I do believe that our blue team will have a chance to go push back forward. This medic probably needs to pay a little more attention to what is going on in this room, but right now there is actually another start of the back cap here. Spy coming out, and he does activate the dead ringer, but that mini sentry is very damaged, and I don't think the engineer realizes you can't repair those, so you may want to give up on that one. Anyway, the Uber charge comes out right now. Taobi just managing to get that in time to pop it on the Pyro. And a Pyro Uber charge isn't usually that scary of a thing, but when the red team has no idea that they are supposed to run away from invincible players, it could actually work pretty well, which it seems like it is. Plus, and WM1 with that degreaser is having the intended effect for sure. Firearm baby burner. And if this is anything like the baby punching marathon, he's going to come back and say, no, dude, I totally didn't mean to burn babies, but you know what? I think it's hilarious anyway. Oh, nice little reflect, getting some mini crit damage there on JJ.
The control point is being
Obviously, it's not just JJ, or he would have written, you know, JAY twice, so it must be JJ. Man, this Pyro play is pretty awesome to watch right now. Guy knows what he's doing, and Yo JP, the old John Pingry, having a little bit of trouble here on defense. They have a medic up, but he's not healing anyone right now, not building that Uber. And Sadie are going to jump in and realize free kill on a demo man. That's some nice positioning there. Plus, now there is a potential free medic kill as well. He's grabbed the health kit away from Med, done some good damage to him. About 60 health left, and I think this medic, no, he did manage to get away, 72 health. But the blue team is going to grab that second point, unless Douche Canoe dies. And even if he does, it looks like they will still grab the point. Where is that Pyro? There we go. Well, watch the medic anyway. And another back cap going on. So this Uber was taking a lot of attention away from the John Pingry team, while the rest of Team Spaceballs ran in for the back cap. And I got to tell you, the back cap working for him so far. Whoa. Whoa. This Pyro has some swag going on right now. Look at that. He's got a rocket ship on his back. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. This Pyro is all that, and he's got, what is this? The 3rd degree, which, let's see. Wait, what? I need to figure out. What? Did I see that right? All players connected via Medigun are hit? Hit with what? This is crazy, man. What's going on? Oh! I don't even know what's happening right now, because I have no idea what this weapon is, but it looks awesome. And I am glad that UGC, which is his UGC game, Steel Red Division, by the way. I am very glad that they allow all kinds of crazy weapons in there, because most of them are hilarious. Hang on, let's check this out again. Okay, no. I don't think it wants to let me check anymore. Darn it. Well, anyway, Team Spaceballs do manage to win that mid-fight pretty handily, completely wiping out John Pingry. And they've got, ooh, this is really good play here. They've got Sadie already on the point, starting the cap. He's going to have to deal with the heavy, but this heavy is way out of position here. If the rest of the blue team... owned. I was going to say if the rest of the blue team comes in, they can take him out, but they didn't have to. That was the Scouts. Sadier by himself managing to knock out that heavy. So he's got to feel good about that one. Looks like there is, maybe, is that a Huntsman sniper? Skeleton Key using the Huntsman. JJ going to come in and try to do his best to just light a bunch of people on fire. But yes, that is JJ. I'm sorry, not JJ. That's JJ on the Pyro. That is a Skeleton Key using that Huntsman, which isn't a bad idea. I've seen some Huntsman snipers do beast mode on these maps. But so far, I don't think he's gotten too terribly many kills, and he does keep rushing in with that Tribalman's Shiv. Oh! No, taken out from behind. Let's see, Skeleton Key there. Yeah, about 6 points. It's alright. Could be a little better, though. And there is a blue Uber on the point. Problem is, right now, there's also Stickies on the point, and as soon as that is... Oh, disgusting. I was going to say, as soon as that is Uber is over, that is what's going to happen. Elite Head there, though, was, I think he was trying to go for just a capture, but for some reason he was looking at the ground, and that's not going to work too well. It's like we got a Your Eternal Reward spy who is not even disguised right now. He's pretty much just like hanging out. But it looks like the red team, for now, John Pingry has recaptured their second point, so they're not in a huge rush to defend last. And this engineer, though, could end up getting killed. Problem is, Vroom Manuk is Yeah, he's going to get spotted there by the Pyro, who just pops him up into the air, and JJ takes him out. Looks like Talvi now dead as well, so Team Spaceballs having some trouble here. We've got Sadir once again going in for the capture, but this Pyro with his air blasting, this is just crazy stuff right now. And, oh, the Axe Extinguisher. There's a good old Pyro staple if we've ever seen one. So, that was fairly close to being a hit, but what is going on here? This guy, he's really trying to line up these grenade launcher shots. It also seems like he doesn't have auto reload on, I think. So, may want to turn that on, buddy. Ooh, yes, this dude's going to be jumping out there, and he could have gotten some good damage done, but there was just too many players there focusing him, so that was a good call there by John Pingry. Everybody taking the shots that they needed to, and there might be somebody in on the medic right now, so our player right here, who I swear that's got to be Chinese, right? I have no idea what it's supposed to say, but it's got to be Chinese. Helps push his team forward, and John Pingry, which is not the player's name, but the entire team. I know, it's confusing the crap out of me too. Pushing forward onto the second point. They do have a bit of an Uber advantage, and they are pushing into last. They don't even have to worry about this. I mean, they've got it in the bag, or at least they should, but actually a little bit of hesitation coming out right now. They lose their heavy, and they're losing the Uber advantage too, because the medic was not healing anybody for a little while there, so watching Skeleton D riff all of his shots, but you know, that's what happens when you got the Huntsman. You just pretty much sit here and fire away all day, hoping one of your projectiles eventually manages to cross into somebody's head box, because you know it's going to happen at one point, and then you're just going to like taunt them in chat and be like, ha, you're terrible at this game. Does manage to hit Caesar over there with a body shot, but I think you're standing close enough to that dispenser, actually. Might want to do that. There you go. He's actually going to use it just to get heals, which is a little ballsy. He could be in a little bit of trouble, but so far he's okay. And once again, taking some more shots back over here. So we're just going to stay on this cam for... Oh, never mind. Oh, that looks painful. Ugh. So, John Pingry, looks like they have wasted their Uber. But look at that. The Uber saw coming out before makes the team lose. And he's hit twice now. If he can stay alive here, then he should be really good. He's on fire, but there is a health kit there, and they left it for him. Very nice play. John Pingry should have this. They just got, well, they just got a nice Uber. They didn't get an Uber advantage, though. Talvi actually still on 100%. So he is ready to defend last with his life and his invincibility. Although mostly with everybody else's lives, because that's kind of how the medic plays. There you go, though. He got taken out by the spy. Could be a little counter-spy pick here, but actually Vrumanuk going for the saps may have been the wrong decision. Looks as if, though, the medic actually... Who's that? Mac? Call him Mac. Mac running away, and he's taking some hits right now. He didn't manage to get the Uber up in time, and, oh, taken down by Sadir. If I pronounce it like that, maybe it's meant to be like side, like the ear on the side. I don't know. They're both on the side. Anyway, Yo JP losing almost all their players in that push. That did not work out too well for them, and now Team Strongbad, no, just kidding, Team Spaceballs going to be pushing forward. And I don't think they realize, but they've actually captured the second point already. They should be pushing into the yard. That's right. Strongbad joining me for just a second on that cast. I have a terrible Strongbad voice, but at least it's not as bad as my Homestar voice. Don't even ask about that one. We're not going to go there. The Boxman setting up. Is this going to be a teleporter? Yes, it is. Beautifully positioned. I do like seeing the teleporters in that drop down, because very rarely are you ever going to lose it, and it's still a really, really good position for teleporting your team forward a long ways. Oh, look at that mini-sentry. Doing its job 10 times over. Making scouts rage everywhere, and Uber popped on the sniper just for a second to save him from the incoming damage. He wanted to get a shot on the medic, but was not able to do that. And now we've got the medic. Oh, medic trying to save himself. He did manage to kill Chris Vitta, or Chris White. I don't know. 2016. I said Vitta because it looks German, doesn't it? It looks German. Of course, there are lots of languages that I can't pronounce at all. And Nonahora. I want to see this guy destroy somebody just like right now. Do it. Get in there, lay down some sticks, destroy the mini-sentry! The mini-sentry, Nonahora! You need to take it down! Oh, but it's too late. Spy going for the medic. Not gonna happen, buddy. We're spotted out long before that. Nobody's gonna present their backs to you. But there is also Spy going for the blue med, and oh! The detonator, I'm sorry. Sowing discord, destroying that blue medic. So Talvi is down, and I want to say this should be a cap for the old John Pingry. They've got JEJ here right now on the point. All he has to do, there you go, exactly what he did. Look at these pyros, really know what they're doing. He was air blast anybody who came in and was foolish enough to try to stop him from capturing. So let's see here. We've got, once again, the soldier able. I want to see this. How much faster does he go when he has that activated? He does go faster. Pretty sure. Maybe it wasn't just the speed lines throwing me off, but I'm pretty sure the heavy actually goes a little bit faster, even with the Gru out and equipped when he's under the effects of that whip. So that's a useful thing. And the medic looks like he's pretty much just healing this heavy the whole way out there, not overhealing anybody else, which might be a bit of a mistake. You're not going to have a fully overhealed heavy sometimes if you try to go for like a demo and everything else. But you know, if you don't have anybody else overhealed at that mid-fight, that could be pretty detrimental. So may want to make sure you overheal at the very least, like your scout, who doesn't take long to buff at all. And now Elliot Head setting up his mini sentry above the point. Might not even need that at that point, because look at this, 4 players left alive for Team Spaceballs, who, because of their complete loss at that mid-fight and inability to kill the enemy medic, are probably going to be sitting back on their last point pretty soon. They're going to make an attempt, though, to defend second. And they do have Vromanuk. Wait a minute. Wasn't that the name of the... No, okay, yeah, that's totally right. All right. On the spy, still using that eternal reward, and that is going to make things difficult. Look at that mini sentry paying for itself, even though we all thought it wouldn't. The engineer just stands up there. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Hey, guys, there might be a spy behind. I don't know. Possibly. Using that dead ringer, though. And he wants to come in behind. I gotta wait for that Uber to be over, but it should be over now. I wonder where he's going. Because at this point, the firearm baby burn is coming in. And it looks like he... Oh, no, it doesn't have an Uber. Okay, it's just a really shiny axe. A nice little headshot there to finish off Remilia Scarlet. And there goes the medic as well. Took him down. Oh, it was the sniper again. Prosecutor doing pretty crazy work right now. Wonder what his score is. Let's find out. He is actually towards the bottom of his team, but he is just going crazy. Headshots, body shots everywhere. He's going to go for another headshot there on that spy. We should have been able to see it, but not always an easy shot to take. He did help take down JJ, though, with a little bit of damage there. And now, Team Spaceballs once again trying to move out to the middle point and recapture it so that they can go on the offensive. Ooh, Elite Head standing up there on those crates for just a little bit too long, and a nice little sticky jump, except that there is a mini sentry there. It'll be a little bit painful. So Modern Tenshi 04 got to do his very best to stay alive right now against impossible odds. Surrounded. Are they surrounded? Because it seemed like there was... No, okay, that was just a burning mini sentry. Mostly surrounded, but there's an Uber. And can you imagine, like, the U.S. military with an Uber? They'd just be like, okay, we need to go take that convoy out or something. And they're like, yeah, no problem. We're just sending the jets and make them invincible. Put the medic inside a jet. And, oh no! And he'd be totally protected from any anti-air guns for a full 8 seconds. I mean, that would be super valuable. Anyway, Skeleton Key's still standing up here, having a little battle with his enemy sniper. Really might have wanted to retreat, live to fight another day, but his respawn time is, yeah, it's about 20 seconds, so never him would have retreated. Yeah, the Spaceballs pushing forwards, though. And, oh man, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I want to, like, quote the crap out of it. The only quote I remember is, I'm surrounded by assholes. And you guys aren't assholes, you are awesome. So, I'm sorry. I'm sure this will be a super quote fest in the comments for Spaceballs, though. At least I hope so. Anyway, look at the regen rate on that Blutzauger that he's got out right now. The maximum healing rate just does seem to be about 4 health per second given back, as opposed to more like 6 for when you have the normal syringe gun, or any other syringe gun, really. Well, they've got an Uber ready to go, so Tau V and his team are going to push into the second point. I like that they've decided to swing around behind, as the red team is totally unprepared for this. I do think they have an Uber, though, and now Talvi needs to get out of there. Run! Run, Talvi! Their entire team is Ubered! Oh, this is scary. And he might get away, but he's on fire, and he's using the Blutzauger, which means he doesn't have very good regen rate. Yeah, that's not very good. He'll get away. I mean, the fire's about done now. So there you go. He did manage to get away. I'm wondering if anybody is gonna... Wow. You gotta,
The control point is being
gotta be pretty new to the game to, like, not turn around when you hear the,
The control point is being
the Dead Ringer decloak sound. I want to say that it is very possible that Engineer is rather new, but that is cool.
The control point
Because
is
this
being
was not
captured.
meant to be a super high-level game, guys. This is meant to be a fun game in the UGC League between two teams who I don't think have competed much before, so good to see that they are getting into the competitive side of things. And, oh, gotta work on that jumping just a little bit. He did manage to work it to his favor, though. Not sure what he's doing up here, though. Maybe just wants to keep the perch. But right now, they don't really need it. What they need to do is have their demo man spamming, you know, the choke points right here. Because that way they're like, oh, look at that. Everybody's Girardi'd. So much damage could have been done there with some sticky bomb placement. But that is not going to happen, I guess. Still, Prosecutor.Blue doing some wicked work right now with that sniper rifle. And even though they've lost their heavy, I think Team Spaceballs should push this. They've got the Uber charge ready to go, and once again, I think they're going to pop it on this Pyro. This Pyro is loving life right now. Loving TF2 especially. It's surprising to me that these guys have chosen to pop the Uber on the Pyro almost every time, even on offense, because you don't usually get close enough for this to work effectively, but pretty much Pocket Pyro is going to work very well for the Spaceballs, I guess. Although at the higher levels, really, they should consider, you know, Ubering somebody who doesn't have to chase down his opponents to get the kills. Still, here comes Uber, and he's going to come right in, deal a little bit of damage, but he's actually spy checking during an Uber, which might not have been the best idea, because he has allowed the red medic to escape.
The control point is being captured.
Escape isn't enough, though. They're going to need to come in and stop the cap on this point. Otherwise, Firearm Baby Burner. Going to burn some babies. And look at that. Another backup attempt. Very close to getting captured, but not quite. No cigar. And yes, somebody did explain the close but no cigar comment to me in one of those video comments out there. SS Douche Canoe doing some good damage. But yeah, apparently it was because people used to, like, get a cigar if they won a thing. So close but no cigar means you didn't win, but you came close. Of course that's what it means. I just know the etymology, the origin of the phrase, and now I do. Nice little reflect there. And once again, there is some pressure on that last point. What is going on back there? Just letting people in left and right. Maybe it was the soldier who jumped in trying to finish off the cap. And that was a Troubleman's Shiv kill. Something you see every day, especially not in UGC. Ooh. But an Uber actually popped just to... Oh, look at that. You gotta love it when you accidentally Uber a spy and he tries to stab your own team. Anyway, John Pingry coming in and recapturing their second point, so they're getting out of that danger zone.
Time has been added.
Don't want to lose this round. Because right now they're up, it's 2-1, and there's 7 minutes left in the half, so if they can hold on to this 2-1 will work very well for them going into that second half. Pyro chasing somebody down over there. Don't think he managed to get the kill, though. And JJ is having a little bit of difficulty with that hose on the wall. Sometimes, you know, the hose just gets in your way. You can't... I don't know. I don't even know. What is going on here? Everybody is trying to melee this Pyro. It's not going to work. He's a Pyro. Stop it. This is ridiculous. But makes the team lose. Going to push forward with the rest of his dudes, including a heavy who wants to stop this capture, but he ends up getting stuck on a bucket, which rhymes. It's pretty cool. And they will try to recapture this point. There's actually nobody here right now for the blue team, but I would expect them to be pushing in very shortly. They know what's in here. They know there is no Uber for the John Pingry team just yet. Very, very close, 95%, but he gets taken down, and that had to be that axe, because Pyro was nowhere near him, but I think that axe actually does hurt the medic if he's healing the person who gets hit by the axe. That is kind of what I gathered from the weapon description. So if somebody wants to, like, let me know all about that axe and how much fun it is, please do, because it looks awesome. And yes, it's allowed in UGC, I think. Well, a couple players getting in here and trying to get the capture. Tao V very, very hurt right now, trying to steal some health away. And it doesn't matter too much. I think Team Spaceballs is actually going to get the cap. So 2-2, this might end up being the halftime score. I'm not going to make any promises, but it just might.
Thanks, Doc.
Watch the Boxman. Boxman came from the world of boxes. And yeah, I know I need to oil up my chair a little bit, but Boxman on his way out here, he is going to be the last man to the point. So there's going to be some fighting going on. Looks like Nonohora, the red demo man, actually took a bit of damage. And no, he's just going to set up a teleporter somewhere, so never mind. Not even going to get out to the point. No mini sentry, no nothing. Prosecutor spots that heavy and takes a shot at him, but not going to get the kill yet. He did assist, however, with a fully charged body shot, so it was like 150 damage off right after that. And there you go, nice shot by Prosecutor, does take down the enemy sniper. Going for this soldier now as well, and it looks like he actually is hitting him, even though it's totally like not synced up with the STV recording that we're watching here. Do bear in mind that STV recordings don't perfectly capture what the player actually sees. They capture what the server thinks the player sees, which the worse the lag is, the worse that's going to be. Yeah, his ping is 130, so that's not great. Playing from like Iceland. Oh man, though, this is getting pretty intense right now because the Spaceballs could end up going ahead at the half if they can hold on to the middle point and push forward. But right now, they're not going to be able to do that. Actually, it is an Uber coming in from the old John Pingry, and they take down Talvi with that wonderful Tommy Slav. So, oh, nice. That's going to be useful. A little bit of extra Uber, never hurt anybody's feelings. Oh, look at all this damage coming down, though. Backup attempt by Firearm Baby Burner. I don't think he's going to be fast enough to get this, though, and no, he actually does get taken down. So that's going to be... Oh! Thought that was going to be a capture for the red team, but if blue can just stand here on the point, they'll have it. And it should defend properly. This is pretty crazy. They are actually going to defend this point. Wicked! So Spaceballs holding on to it right now. The scout using Bonk just to escape his terrible, terrible predicament. And decides to get killed by a mini sentry anyway. So, Spaceballs, I don't understand why they're not just pushing straight out. They totally could. And they only need to leave like one person maybe to defend the point, like the engineer, because it's not anywhere near being captured anymore. They had a huge opportunity there with player advantage. But it looks like that's just not what they wanted to do. So there you go, Subjurati taking out JJ. And the Ahura activating his dead ringer to get away from the enemy team. Oh, look out, Prosecutor. That's a spy. Although that actually wasn't killed. That was Skeleton Key with the Huntsman. Getting a kill. That's got to feel good after having been like dominated by him all game. And it looks as if Team Spaceballs do finally push forward, even though they don't have a player advantage anymore. There's just nobody in here to defend properly for the second point, so that's going to be everybody on JP, either on the last point or behind enemy lines. 2 more needles, 1 more needle maybe would have killed him, but there you go. That is blue capturing again. Nice little back cap. Didn't even see who did it. Oh no, it was a scout. Of course it was. So Sadir doing an amazing job, and we need to get on his. Look at this. Look at that axe. So Moonman backpack. Okay, so it's Dr. Gordboard stuff. All right. Yes, it is. Just reading this little description. That's all I got to do. So, we're going to watch the final couple of minutes of this. Minute and a half, actually. There's not really enough time for the recap, so we could even speed it up a little bit, but we want to make sure we catch Firearm Baby Burner exploding first with that Moonman pack. You'd think that would explode too. Like, there are a lot of games where if you kill a flamethrower trooper or whatever, he just explodes violently because there's like all this flammable stuff on his back. That's always fun, you know? Oh, nice headshot there on the pyro, but he is getting overhealed by that medic. Oh, perfect direct hit on that rocket though. And this medic needs to not be where he is right now. 47 health left. Whoa. Oh, he's got an Uber. He can pop it and get away. He might not even have to pop it. Oh, wow, he actually popped it on the scout, just trying to push in and stop the capture here. And they might get some pretty awesome kills, too. Chris Witt doing some good damage. At this point, it's not going to matter too much, because there is literally no way that either team can cap the enemy's last point. Middle point hasn't even been capped yet, and it's like 40 seconds left to go. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. Oh, no, less than that. 25 when I said it. So, we are just kind of watching dead time before halftime. rolls around. And oh, that poor teleporter.
Has been added.
You gotta hate
Control
it.
point is being
But we're pretty much
captured.
going into the half with 3-2 in favor of Team Spaceballs, your broadcasting extraordinaire type team. 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. So both teams are losers. Alright. Second half. Teams aren't losers anymore. It's reset. Just kidding, it's not totally reset. Of course, it is still 3-0 in favor of the wonderful Spaceballs team, but the old John Pingry might be able to bring it back, and that's a kind of a weird little sticky jump there. Scouts having their battle on the point, which is going to happen when the demo men don't get there first. Prosecutor, though, going for some hits, and it looks like he has at least gotten the assist on Amelia Scarlet with that Girardi. That was a useful tool. And it's free, too. You just kind of have to wait around for a while, maybe drink some water. And water's not expensive, we all know that. But this soldier looks like he's actually having some lag issues, which is going to get him killed by the John Pingry soldier, who I just have no idea what to make of that name. Into alphabets with more than 30 characters. If you can even call them that. And haha, JJ with a double kill there. He killed the demo man and himself.
The control point is being contested.
But John Pingry capping that middle point with ease. They do have an Uber ready to go right now, and they are going to use that. I guess we'll stick to the heavies cam with that Tommy Slav. Be able to do some crazy damage, but a really good milking of the Uber, actually, by our red team, and Amelia is going to die. Should probably have run away a little bit sooner to stay alive, but oh no, Talby, what were you doing? There were stickies all over. That never feels good to kind of look down and say, oh, wait a minute, I'm about to die. Not a good feeling at all. So the Boxman doing his best to defend this, but I don't think the Spaceballs, well, they're holding yard right now. I was going to say I don't think they can push forward, but they just might actually do that. Tenchi getting a couple of good kills here, although Firearm, once again, with a wicked reflect there,
Control point is being contested.
to take down that soldier. And the douche canoe is still sitting back and defending, while, I guess first are going to fall back too. I was going to say maybe they're pushing forward, but they're not. And that scout is going to be in some trouble. He could have taken down Tenchi, but decided to just kind of run around like a chicken with its head cut off. And Douche Canoe is slowly pushing out here. He doesn't have a medic on him. He's kind of spy checking furiously, which is a good quality for a heavy to have. It really is. And wow, okay. So apparently, occasionally, Source just likes to drop demos from the sky and hand them over to the medic. That's useful. That's useful. But there goes Tenchi. Gets taken down by the Demo Man's natural predator, the Scout. The Scout with no hat, nonetheless. This guy doesn't have a hat. Chris, you need a hat, man. We're working on that. But he's also working on getting some pretty sweet kills. Hoping to take down Prosecutor, who has been a big thorn in their side. And look at this flank right now, completely unprotected. I think that soldier will die, but not before he's done some good damage over there. Now there is an Uber ready to go for both teams, and we're going to have to see exactly what happens here with it. And the other team wants to do one pop first, but this heavy is way out of position, and Nono Horror doing some decent damage to him. Will the Spaceballs team manage to push forward onto mid, or will they just lose their second point, which I think is what's going to happen? Where even is the red medic right now? I think he's on mid. And so there is an Uber popped to save the players, and the point will get captured by John Pingry. So I think they're going to tie this game up, seeing as there is pretty much nobody here except the Scout to defend last. Nona Horace setting down some sticks on the doorway, and may have wanted to detonate a little bit earlier, but it doesn't matter. There is a Tommy Slav heavy standing on that point. Not an easy thing to dislodge, so it is now 3-3. John Pingry bringing it right back up in the second half, and look at that quiver. That is a quiver. Hang on. Okay. I don't like doing this. I know, you all hate it. But there we... no. Nope. Yep. Here we go. The quiver of arrows on his back? It's a quiver, okay? It's not even a funny word, that's just what it is. I don't know why people think that word is hilarious, but apparently some people do. Anyway, Side Ear taking the worst of that little exchange. Chris getting out to the point first and slaughtering his scout opponent. With now Skeleton Key jumping out. He seems to be having a little bit of lag issues too, actually. Not able to move very fast. He's not using like the Cozy Camper or something. He's not using Girardi. And he gets backstabbed, so Ruminuk doing his job exactly. John Pingry may end up capping this round very, very quickly. They will have to destroy the heavy medic combo, though. And there is an Uber. So doing the right thing here, backing up that blue surger. But the blue medic was not able to back up enough and had his Uber forced. Now it's going to be a little bit, actually it should be useful, as there's a lot of red players just kind of hanging around the point right now. Not entirely sure why they are here. But, a little bit of a skip in the video there, I know, but Taubie getting a little pressured here by an overhealed, or at least he was overhealed, Pyro. Not anymore, though. It's taken out. And I am having some discussions with the XTV staff right now about a couple things, including a new HUD, a new hat, which is going to be super awesome, and a new video that we are working on as well. X-Time doing some voice recordings for that, and possibly even some green screen stuff. It's going to be pretty freaking sweet. But meanwhile, we do have Smash Bros. Just kidding, it is Spaceballs pushing forward onto the point, and once again pocketing that Pyro while they've got, looks like, is that the scout or the engineer? Or maybe it is the medic sneaking in behind. I'm sorry, the spy. Boy, I'm stupid. Ruminuk, though, still having that lag that so many of his teammates seem to be having. But he is right now disguised as a medic. And this is not a good position to be in as a demo man with a Pyro on your butt. So there you go. The spy actually doing some crazy work there. Ruminuk, despite his handicap of lag, managed to completely destroy like half of the UGC team. And for some reason, that medic got away with a nice little Uber sauce. So glad to see medics rocking it. But finally, SB managed to capture the point. That's Spaceballs, and wow, sick pipe from Tenchi destroying that medic. So pretty soon we're going to see, I think, there you go, point captured by the Spaceballs. So they're probably going to push this, but they're going to wait for their medic at least to get with them. Pocket the heavy a little while, and actually, we'll probably pocket. Nope, I was going to say pocket the Pyro again, but the Pyro is dead. Too bad, he was just so close to that medic, but no cigar. And I'm going to keep saying that now. No cigar for you.
Jay, alright, yeah, you can't hear mumble.
What? Well, apparently we can't hear mumble. Don't even try using it right now, because you can't hear it. So yeah, it is definitely the Spaceballs. It's their game to win right now. It is 3-3, and they need to start pushing forward. I think they've got an Uber, so they want to be pushing with this, but maybe they're waiting for their Pyro again. Wouldn't be surprised. The Ahura going for a stab with the Spycicle. Probably needs to use the Dead Ringer. Get out of there, or something like that. Retreat. He is going to die. Boom. And Demo Man here actually is not connected or something. He's definitely not playing right now, and that is not a good thing, because I mean, seriously, the John Pingry team is down a player right now, and it's a fairly important one, just kind of standing back there, not dealing any damage at all, not able to shut Stickies down on the high ground. It could be that this is the guy they were talking about who was unable to hear mumble. Not a good position. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to stop this capture on the second point. JJ needs some help, and he is having some difficulty with his mouse right now. Already, there's a bunch of players on last, and we do have, I think, a successful blue defense at point 4 now, but there's only 4 players left, and it's not going to be long before we see a big push come in from red. They did lose quite a few players, but Spaceballs, I think they will have this round. A bit of an Uber advantage and a bit of an everything advantage right now. Plus, look at that, it's the Ahura. No, not actually taken down yet. He's still using that Dead Ringer, I think. But Skeleton Key, for some reason, took a lot of damage there, and he did die. It's the Scout. Where is Side here? I'm gonna watch this guy for a little bit. Oh, it's actually a spy that walked right in front of him. Kind of hilarious. Nobody realized it. Got some twitchy aim going on here. Oh, that sucks for that spy. He's going for the stab. Not gonna happen. Side, you're taking a little bit of this Uber too, so I do like the flashing that's going on right now. And, not that kind, you jerks, but the Uber flashing that's going on for Team Spaceballs, they know how to keep their players alive, including that Scout. And there you go. Now they do manage to conquer that last point and bring it up to 4-3. So they only need one more point to win this. We're gonna check out the Chris White cam because this guy completely dominated the last mid-fight. So we're gonna check and see if he does it again. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a election campaign. I'll vote for him in 2016. This is the progress that America needs right here. And so far, he's looking okay. He's chipping down his opponent a little bit, but he's got to watch out for those sticky bombs. Sticky bombs will not win you elections, Chris White 2016. It won't do it, and neither will being covered in pee. So ask any politician, getting covered in pee is almost as bad, apparently, as doing campaign fundraising. So don't want to do either one. In fact, I think the two activities kind of line up a lot of the time. Why not use a dead ringer? Probably because it wasn't ready yet. But we do have a Tribalman's Shiv doing some of that bleed damage. And that's got to suck for Prosecutor. He's not going to be able to scope in for a little while anyway. But how are they not killing this guy? Oh my gosh. Finally goes down. But yeah, the John Pingry team doesn't have their medic up right now. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have difficulty defending the second point because of that. There's going to be an Uber that comes in from Talby very shortly, unless he drops. There, no, he goes perfectly. Pops that Uber to save his heavy, save himself, and now the team will be pushing forward. They have destroyed the enemy heavy. There's a Pyro just kind of hanging out, and if Prosecutor had not killed that Pyro with the headshots, he might have been able to push Talby away and get a kill on him in a corner, but no, sir. And now Ruminuk is actually behind enemy lines. He's going to go for a stab, but is he disguised as anything? I think he is. Oh, couldn't get the medic, though. Nonetheless, they are going to take that teleporter over here and just kind of clear things out as they destroy the enemy Demo Man as well. Nona Hora is gone. So I'm pretty darn sure that we're going to see the Spaceballs push on to second. Medic actually hopping down before his Pyro even did. Pyro's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I better go protect him now. And they, yeah, probably need to kill that engineer. He was just kind of sitting there. Pretty hilarious. Okay, but we do seem to have ourselves a Pyro carry right now. He's doing almost as good as his heavy in points, which is a nice thing to see. And he's getting a lot of heals. A lot of heals. It's 9 versus 4, 8 versus 4 right now. If Red gets this capture in this position, this would be hilarious. The medic is going to walk onto the point, and he's getting some capture time down. Using that Blutsauger, which I think these days, not during, so this STV demo was actually made a long time ago. A nice little, oh, spy cap, so close. They just need to get one little person on that point for just a little bit, but they need to also knock the soldier off. And there you go, I think they will with the heavy. He's going to cap it, and that is GG, ladies and gentlemen. GG for the Spaceballs. And are they going to play another round? Because they won. Nobody's calling GG, though. Oh, no, okay, they're just standing there. There you go, that's all the GGs. And they're saying it's the best game they've had all season, so they can only get better from here. My friends, they can only get better. Thank you for watching SalTV, and of course, if you are from either of these communities, the JP or the Spaceballs, thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in. All the support you guys have given to XTV and all the other competitive TF2 arenas over the years. Do keep on playing, keep getting better, and keep watching.